All right, happy baby, Ananda Balasana. If you have seen a baby recently, you know this is a pose that they love doing. It has a good reason that we've given it that name. But let's talk about it. There is some ways to make it a little deeper and to get the benefits out of it, but it's also a very fun pose. So it's nice to kind of take this one where your body wants to go with it. Let's get into it. We're gonna come down onto our backs. Anytime I come down to my back from seated, if I'm not working on my core, it's nice to support yourself under your legs. Let yourself roll on down. Okay, a couple of things with our happy baby. We're bringing our feet up to the sky with the soles of the feet facing the ceiling. And we're gonna bend the knees towards the outside of the chest. There are people whose knees can come all the way to the ground, and there are some of us whose knees aren't gonna go that far. We want to keep our back in its natural posture. So we don't want to necessarily roll up and let the pelvis come off the ground. When we do that, we're no longer getting the stretch through the hips as much. We're kind of letting the back, the lower back roll. So we want to try to keep grounded. In fact, you can even add a slight curve to the lower back to deepen the pose a little bit once you're in it. Once we have our feet up and my upper body's laying here nice and flat on the ground, then we're going to start to bend those knees towards the outside of the chest. If you can use straps here if you'd like. You want to reach for the outer edge of those feet. And it's nice if you can get this bind. It's a little easier to hold on to than some other places. For some people, for a lot of people, that's not really accessible. So if you can't reach the feet, sometimes it's nice to do a little toe grab here. That feels good. You can also hold on to the shins or the ankles, or you can hold on behind the thighs. So wherever you're holding, what we're going to try to do is draw the knees towards the outside of the rib cage. And as we do that, we also want to keep that lower back or those hips grounded down. So you can see as it rolls up, I'm grounding them down, drawing the legs down. Again, if I can get that grip on the outside of the feet, and there's so many different ways to do this. Again, it's a fun pose. It doesn't need to be too serious, but if I can get this grip, it helps me a lot to try to draw my shoulders down, and that's pulling my knees down, soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Sometimes I see this a little bit. That's still giving you a bit of a stretch through the hips. Traditionally, we want those feet up facing the ceiling. Okay, so once we're in happy baby, I'm trying to keep my shoulders grounded. So if I'm coming up like this, it might make more sense for me to bring my grip under those legs so I can bring the shoulders or the back flat on the ground. And then once again, I'm just making sure that I'm not letting my lower back roll off the ground too much. So I'm keeping it grounded. And I've got this beautiful happy baby. Totally boring to stay still. Most people don't want to stay still in this pose. So I can work here, really draw those knees down, keep that little natural curve in the lower back, maybe even exaggerate it slightly. Or what's fun to do is to start letting yourself rock side to side. And I find this gives me such a beautiful lower back massage. Feels so good, feels like it's detoxing my system a little bit here. I have those feet up, so I'm getting the benefits of an inversion here, slowing down the blood pressure. And then if you really have had a day of stretching out those legs, it's nice to add some straightening through the legs. Get that nice hamstring stretch as well. Like I said, here's where you want to just take it in whatever way your body is craving. Really just enjoying that happy baby. So nothing too fancy on this pose, but I think a lot of times we don't get the full benefits because we let the lower back curve up, or we feel like we can't hit those feet, so we're folding the knees in some way. Have fun with it. Get your feet up in the air. Let yourself rock around a little bit, massage that lower back, and channel that inner giggling baby inside. Happy baby. Love working on straightening through the legs and just feeling those hamstrings get a little extra stretch. When you're done, you can just draw the knees in and let the feet come to the ground. You've just been in this big, deep hip stretch, so it might feel nice to let those legs windshield wiper a little bit here before you come out of it. Great pose to do right before Shavasana. All right, there's our happy baby.